Welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is January the 22nd, 2026. We're going to be talking about AEW, and we got no updates about 2K26 yet. I thought we will have like a video today, but I think we might get one on Friday because on Monday we got the Monday Night Raw superstars talking about who's going to be on the cover. And then on Tuesday, we got the NXT stars talking about who's going to be on the cover. And we found out some people that will be in the game. And I think we might have the same thing with SmackDown. When it's Friday nights, we will get some Friday Night SmackDown superstars that will think who's on there. And we might have some new people like JC Mateo, Tala Tonga. People like that. So I can't wait to see what happens. The people I'm going to miss to be on the game, that's not going to be on the game because they're no longer part of WWE. And they just made a debut in TNA. I say Cedric Alexander. He's good in the game. I have a great time with him. I made a faction called the High Voltage. And Cedric Alexander's on it. It was all a bunch of guys that never thought they will ever win the NXT title. They never won the NXT title. Like, I got Wesley in this. I got Eddie Thorpe. I got a Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, and Adonis. I will miss Adonis, too. And who else I'm going to miss is Cora Jade, because she has a really good moveset. But I'm hoping that her entrance is still in there, like, not the music, but the entrance, and then I could download her, and even Cedric Alexander. I wish I could do that. I'm hoping that they still have their entrance and stuff like that. I'm hoping. Like I said, I still think my prediction is that we're going to get a trailer on Monday. I'm hoping, maybe during Monday Night Raw, to see what happens. And they're going to be in Toronto. So they're not going to be in the United States. It's going to be on the not in the UK. It's going to be normal time. It's going to be at 8 p.m. again. Thank God. It's at 8 p.m. again. I don't like watching wrestling in the afternoon. Wrestling is a nighttime thing. This is how I end my nights, is when I watch wrestling. Not when I watch it during the day and then I got nothing else to watch at night to kill my night times. Oh, man. Like AEW, it helped me kill my night times. It's 12 o'clock right now. It's nighttime. It killed it killed 2 hours of my night. Nobody really does a lot in their nights. It's a night. You don't really do much. You don't go outside because there's dangers outside. There's animals outside at night. So yeah, nobody really does anything at night. People does things during the day, not nighttime. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about AEW. We got no updates. It sounds like Tommaso Ciampa might be done by now. I look at the Wikipedia, I look at the list roster. He's still on it, but I think his contract expired today, and he might not be on the roster next week, tomorrow. Because, remember, ever since on SmackDown, it's always been Johnny Gargano and Candice. No Tommaso Ciampa. So, yeah, I think we're going to see this is the last time we saw Tommaso Ciampa now. That sucks. I'm hoping they bring more people on SmackDown to replace Tommaso Ciampa next. I don't know. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got AEW, and I didn't know about this, but they had a pre-show match, a bonus match before Dynamite. Baron Corbin made his debut in AEW. I don't know he's actually signed with AEW, or he's just having a... Normally when they bring some former WWE guys, they're not signed, but they are wrestling top guys and losing, so they're jobbers. So I don't know that's what Baron Corbin's doing, because Island Dawn is going to be on Collision against Chris Statlander. Guess who's going to win that? That's what they do. They do that all the time. So I don't know if he actually signed with AEW or he's just doing this because he's going to be a jobber. He's going to lose. I didn't know who his teammates was. He was like in a 6 trios match. So yeah, that's interesting. We got MJF's segment to start off the show. MJF has a whole bunch of things to say and blah, blah, blah. Nobody really cares what he says. And then he got interrupted by Brody King. Because Brody King says, I can't touch you because I can't get what I want, and that's a match for the world title. MJF said no. And he tried to act like he's a tough guy, and he ran away from Brody King. That's our world champion. He's a wuss. He runs away after somebody looks at him mad. And then he runs away. Okay, we got that. We have Samoa Joe versus 1/3 of the new Trios champions, Mike Bailey. Pretty decent match. Of course, Shibata and Hook comes out. Where's Hobbs? Where's Hobbies? Oh yeah, he's not part of AEW anymore. So ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, that's interesting. It was a pretty decent match, but for some reason, Kevin Knight, Mike Bailey's teammates, Kevin Knight and Hangman did not even show up and help him while he's getting beat up by Shibata and Hook. Tasman has returned. He's happy about Hook. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Samoa Joe, getting the win. And then more attacks on Mike Bailey. I think it was more attacks or it was done. So yeah, I don't understand that part. We have the Death Riders versus Don Callis Bailey in a street fight because what happened in Collision where Lance Archer attacked Jon Moxley when he was on commentary. Well, he got off of commentary, he walked to the ramp, and then he got attacked. So we got Jon Moxley teaming up with Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. And then on Don Callis Family's team, we have Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, and Hachimo. And a lot of things happen here. We got a barbed wire board with broken glass and thumbtacks. We got Pac with a crutch and whacking Lance Archer. And Mr. Claudio being Superman with a Superman crutch attack. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was the Death Riders. And they did surround Mr. Don Callis to make sure he doesn't run away. Because that's what he does to every guy that hates him, and he runs away from him. Like he does with Kenny Omega when Kenny gets so close to him. He runs. He runs away. Jon Moxley told your guy, I guess that's Takeshita, you know where to find me. So, Takeshita. And we heard Billy Gunn is coming back as well at Collision, teaming up with one of his sons, Austin Gunn. What happened to Juice Robinson? Did he get injured? I don't know. I don't remember what happened to him. We have FTR versus the new signees. See, I don't understand this. I don't understand. This is their debut match. Jordan Oliver and Alec Price making their debut against FTR, and they lose. Don't most debuts win their match? Because I've seen in WWE and TNA, when somebody debuts, they win their match. Show them what they have and what they could do, and try to push them or make them important, but they lose to the tag team champions. I know they shouldn't beat the tag team champions, but why would you put the tag team champions against the new signees that's making a debut? Is the Rascals going to lose their match when they make their debuts? Because everybody went nuts about Jordan Oliver and Alec Price getting signed by MJF. MJF is the one that gave them the news that you're signed with All Elites. And then you lose on your first match. Your first time being there. I guess their debut match was on Ring of Honor. But that's Ring of Honor. That's not AEW. You're on the main show, Dynamites, and you lose your debut match. What the hell is that all about? When you make your debut, you had to win. Because it shows you that I'm here to kick some butt. When we saw Penta make his debut in the WWE, he won. Ray Phoenix, he won. Rusev made his return. He won. Aleister Black made his return. He won. What in the bloody hell is this all about? What's the point of having debut matches if they're going to lose? Guys, don't go to Stokely's fundraiser thing for his injuries, because Tony Schiavone told us it's a scam. So, yeah, don't do that. Don't send him money. I know I'm not. I don't trust that part. But we did hear that next week there will be a tag team title match. Doyle and Davis will be versing FTR for the tag team titles. The next we got Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander, the two Canadian boys. Josh Alexander really wanted to destroy Kenny Omega. He attacked him before the match, and he rips up the mat outside of the ring and exposed the concrete. But it didn't really work out because Kenny Omega had some reversals, and he did a great job. But the funny part is that Kenny Omega got so close to Don Callis, and he ran. And he ran to the security guard. Halfway, like the middle mark, Kenny Omega stopped chasing him. And this guy was at the door where you go to leave or come in for the building or the arena. This guy is talking to the security guard. Oh my God. Don, stop acting you're Mr. Tough Guy if you can't be tough. You need a whole group to kick people's butt, and you can't do it. You run away. The Death Riders wouldn't let him run away, but Kenny Omega is only one guy, and if he runs really fast, Kenny Omega can't really do much about it. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega told Don Callis, bring any of your guys, your roster, bring any of those guys, I could beat them. Let's see what Mr. Don Callis will say about that. Next, we got Megan Bayne versus teaming up with Ford to versus Toni Storm and Mina. Mina had a nasty fall. She got a military press and was supposed to land onto Toni Storm, but she missed Toni Storm so much she went over her head and onto the outside. Oh my God! And then she did the same thing to freaking Ford. Thank God she was landing on two people, not on one person. Megan, learn your dang freaking your dang strength, because that is not great. Mina almost could get injured. But the winner of that match was Megan Bayne and Ford, because the chauffeur got involved and choked out Toni Storm, and Toni Storm couldn't come in and save Mina of the pinning. We have Swerve Strickland versus the other third of the Trios Championship, Kevin Knight. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was Swerve Strickland. And guess who was on top of the, where the audience is? The private booths was Mr. MJF watching these matches. He watched every match that whoever said, I want the world title match. He watched every match. And he wants personally watched Swerve Strickland's match. Swerve gets the win. Congrats to Swerve. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA results when TNA fires somebody from TNA. It can't be an NXT guy because they're not part of TNA. They don't have contracts with TNA. They have a partnership with TNA, but they're not contracted with them. Is Staggs contracted with TNA because he's an international champion? I don't think he is. Because when he loses the title, He's held TNA. He could get a rematch, but he's still held TNA. So I don't know if there's any NXT guys will be in this Feast or Fire match because they don't work for TNA. So if they get fired, doesn't matter. They're on NXT and you guys have a partnership with them. So that's not their problem. I don't think there's NXT guys. We're going to see a new member of the system that's going to be revealed. We're going to see the new world champion, and we'll see what he has to say. Nick Nemeth still has his trophy. He tried to cash it in, but it didn't work out because the referee was too slow. But that's all me today. Tell us out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye!